Well, in this video, we'll talk about how you can convert this simple lighting scene inside of this amazing cinematic lighting inside of Unreal Engine. This will be a lot of fun, so without further delay, let's get started. Well, for this, you can use any scenes, it's all up to you. So first pick your scene or create it by your own. And now make sure you have to select the camera angle first. Now, we have already a default lighting setup, simply turn this off. But before that, we have all these assets, simply select all, go to a new folder and just name it to model so that it will organized, and after that simply turn this off. Now we are going to create a fresh new lighting. So first of all, I'm going to light and HDRI backdrop. Now over the HDRI backdrop, you can simply drag and push it down somewhere here. You can push it more so that the ground is not visible. And after that, we are going to import our HDRI. Simply click this browser option. Now I have already imported few HDRI, which is my most favorite, this overcast one. This is a overcast HDRI. You can use it, this pretty good. Make sure the availability should be in GPU, not in CPU, and make sure this sRGB should turned off. Now I'm going to use this HDRI in HDRI backdrop. Simply drag and drop, and you can already see the HDRI started applied over here. Now in the skylight section, simply click here and change the source type to SLS specific cube map, and same HDRI should go here as well. Now here I'm increasing the intensity to, let's say, 100, and same in the HDRI backdrop to intensity to 100. Now if you notice, you can't see anything, it's overexposed, but what you need to do, simply change the size to 1500. So now you have universal lights right in front of you. Now if you notice, this is a very highly exposed shot. Don't worry about this. We are going to use the next step, which is called visual effects and post-process volume. Now this can control everything inside of Unreal Engine. So first of all, you need to type infinite. It's basically infinity extended bound. Simply check this on and simply close this. After that, you can go down and you can find this called exposure. Now this is the magic. Simply turn this both on, and now you can find this called minimum and maximum. Now this is basically, you can lock the exposure. Once you turn this on, you can suddenly see the exposure are changed, but we want the cinematic lighting, right? So for that, I'm going to change this to, let's say, 10, and let's change it to 10 again. And boom, you can see a very good dark contrasted cinematic lighting in front of you. Now before moving forward, if you notice, no active level sequence is detected, so you can create a new level sequence, but I'm going to create a new camera. So click these 3 buttons over here and click this and check this cinematic camera actor. Now I'm just going to jump this camera view, so simply select this cine camera actor. Now place the camera first, and let's say this is the camera angle. Now I'm going to change the film back to DSLR, and suddenly you can see a little bit of wide angle shot. And after that, if you go down, universal zoom, change it to 12mm, and minimum f-stops, change it to 0. Now we can control the focus right from here. Simply turn this on, decreasing the focus to somewhere here, and turn this off, and current aperture, let's make it to 0.8 or let's say 0.5, so that you can get a very good amount of depth of field. Now if you notice, the scene looks very dull. So what you can do, you can rotate the HDRI. So simply select the HDRI backdrop, and you can rotate where you want your skylight should be. So for this, I want some kind of light, and you can use the same one, Control C, go to the skylight, and here Control V. Now these are all basic steps you need to follow. Now the next step is all about the geometry. Now the geometry is an environmental dome. Simply select and type sky, and you can use this skyly atmosphere. Now see the changes. Once you select, suddenly the atmosphere got changed. Now the next step, we need to add a directional light. So click this light and add a directional light. Now increase the intensity to, let's say, 150. So we have a decent amount of lighting right over here. So if you just turn off and on, you can see this decent amount of lighting. Now the next step, we are going to use the exponential heighten fog, because the fog is very important for this kind of shot. So go to visual effects and click this environmental exponential heighten fog. Now once you select the fog, make sure you have to go down, and you can find this option called volumetric fog. Most important. Simply turn this on, you can see some fog on the background. Now if you want to increase the fog, you can simply change the fog density to, let's say, if you just for the casual purpose, I'm just changing it to 0.1, and if I just release this, you can see a massive amount of depth in the fog, but the fog color is very dark. So if you change it to 1, you can see the n number of fogs. You can't see the sky. This kind of shots you can use once you create a very dramatic shot, then you can use this kind of fog. But as of now, we are going to make it to default, and let's change it to 0.08. Now going down, you can find this option called extension scale. Simply increase this and you can spread the fog evenly. So if you increase and decrease, you can see the changes. So first of all, if you just default it back, you can see the how much fog you required. So for this, I'm going to use 0.5. This is pretty decent. And now if you go down, you can see the option called starting distance. Now if you don't want the fog in front of the camera, you can simply increase this so that the fog will not hitting on the front, it will only hit on the back. Okay, the next step, go to post-process volume. Now the magic will start. Simply turn this exposures off, chromatic aberration, everything should turned off. Now we are going to find this option called color grading. Instead of color grading, we can find few options called global, shadow, and the midtone. Simply select this midtone gain, and once you select the gain, you can simply increase the blue value. So if you just put the blue value up, also you can just make it slightly down. You can see in the gain in the sky, the blueness is hitting something like this. Okay, and now if we increase the luminance, it will actually increase the overall brightness of the entire shot. And now obviously you can change the colors, you can make the intensity right from here. Then the next step is all about the shadow. Now if you select the shadow and select the contrast and just increase the contrast, you can suddenly see some crispness in your contrast in your shadow. And make sure this should also be in a little bit of blueness. Now go to exponential height in fog, and I'm just going to change the fog height fall off so that you can exactly see the sky. And that's it. Now select the HDRI, and right now you can actually rotate the entire sky right from here, and you can find out what kind of exactly HDRI lighting you want. So yes, that's it for today. I hope you really enjoyed this short and simple video. If you like the video, make sure comment, like, comment, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video. Till then, keep watching, keep rocking. World of VFX.